welcome back to your video. This one will cover the skateboarder jumping over a picnic table. It is on the same page as the ball is being thrown 30 feet in the air. Okay, I'm going to call that one page 6, and it also has your linear graphing. So let's take a look. It says, a skateboarder jumps over a picnic table. His maximum height is 3.5 feet, and he was in the air for 2 seconds. Provide a graph depicting his flight over time, labeling the axis and labeling the starting point, end point, and his maximum height with the correct coordinates. So if you will take a look, before we do anything, let's go ahead and label our graph. So I have my x-axis here, and here is my y, okay? And I'm going to title this Skateboarder Jumps, or Jumping. So you can name it anything you want. Skateboarder jumps over a picnic table. So if you want to name the whole thing, you are more than welcome. Just make sure you could even give it a name if you like. So that's what I'm going to write. So I could have said jumps, either way. Now, the height, notice, is in feet, and the seconds, and the time is in seconds. Time is always going to be your x-axis. And I'm going to have my unit of seconds. You need to have that second. If you don't, is it in hours? Is it in, days? Is it in time? Is it in week? This one, it's in seconds. And how do I know? Because it said so right here. And our starting point is going to be 0, 0. Okay? So my y-axis is going to be the height. And the height is going to be in feet. So I'm going to write height, and I'm measuring it in feet. Now let's take a look. The highest he got was 3.5. So what if I just go to 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And he did it in seconds. 2 seconds. So this will be my 1. This will be my 2. And if you can keep going, you can kind of see. Okay? It says he was in the air for 2 seconds. So he started from here to here in 2 seconds. His maximum height was 3.5. So that means halfway between 0 and 2, at 1 he's at 3.5. So 1, 3.5. This is his maximum height. And then I have my graph. Starts here and continues on down. Now notice he didn't go past, because he would have gone past the ground. Okay, so that doesn't make sense. So you need to stop it right there. So let's label a few things. I have labeled the axis, x and y. I have labeled my starting point. I have labeled my end point. Okay, so this is, he begins here and he starts here, and his maximum height with the correct coordinates. Okay, and here's my coordinate. 1 second at 3.5. And so there you have labeled everything. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you can kind of see the graph. There's your graph. Okay. We'll call that number 2 if you like. Let's go to number 3. We are now going to graph your linear. And how do I know it's linear? Because this is to the power of 1. Y equals mx plus b. Okay? Your b is at -3. Your slope is up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. You only really need 2 points, but if you have more to kind of get you the graph, it makes it look a lot better. So let me go ahead and do that. And there's my linear. Okay? So now let's go and look at our characteristics. Your domain, far left to far right. I start at -infinity and I end at positive infinity. There's negative and there's positive. Your range starts down here and it goes all the way up here. You can also write real numbers, which is 2 line and a R kind of going over it. Okay? Your end behavior, that's this part right here. As you're heading, so I'm going to put limit x towards the negative. As I'm heading west, I'm also heading south, which is -infinity. Excuse me. Okay? For your right end behavior, that's this one. So the limits, as I'm heading toward the positive, see I'm heading this way, which is east, I'm also heading north. So f of x is equal to positive. Okay? Your x-intercepts. Now, if you take a look, I don't know where I crossed the x-axis. It's kind of like halfway. So what you can also do is, remember your y is 0. So y is 0 equals 2x minus 3. Solve for x. 3 is equal to 2x. X is equal to 3 over 2. So you're crossing at 3/2, comma, 0. Your y-intercept is always the constant. So that's going to be negative 3, comma, 0. See where you're crossing. Your interval increase. Where are you increasing? Well, I go from all the way to the left, all the way to the right. So from negative infinity to positive infinity. Interval decreasing. Are you ever going down? So this one does not apply. How about maximum and minimum? I don't really have it because I start way down here, which is negative infinity, and I keep going up, so this one also does not apply. Okay? So there you have it. Make sure you write your end behaviors correctly. Have a great day.